So, comprehensive clarity on Edo State Electoral Petition Tribunal. We know that today is when the APC are going to be opening up their case in defense of their candidate being declared by INEC as the winner of the 2024 governorship election. So, as we are preparing to go to court today for the continuous hearing of the matter, what I noticed, and from some of the comments that I'm getting, is that there is still not enough clarity about what transpired on Monday, when Okpebholo, which is the second respondent, actually opened up his case, and at the same day he closed up the case. And the only witness that they presented admitted to overvoting in the polling unit. There are still a lot of confusion about that, and this is the reason I'm here today, to do clarity about that witness, what he said about the overvoting and everything. Then later the day, I'm going to be giving you guys the update of what transpired today as the APC, the third respondent, open up their case. So let me give you guys a breakdown of what happened and the overvoting and everything. So first, I want you guys to also know that actually the second respondent, which is Monday Okpebholo, was actually prepared to bring 5 witnesses. But because of the total failure of the very first witness they presented, admitting to overvoting in that polling unit, they have to cancel every other witnesses that they are to be presenting, and they close up their case immediately for them not to be further mess up, to just avoid further mess up. So we'll go into the matter straight up. So what happened? The witness admitted that there was an overvoting in the polling unit in Ovia Southwest, where the deputy governor, the current deputy governor, is from. He admitted that there was an overvoting. And if you look at the overvoting actually was for the People's Democratic Party, the PDP. The overvoting was for the favor of the People's Democratic Party. And also, they are claiming, the APC and the second respondent, Okpebholo, they are claiming that actually that overvoting, the result was cancelled. The result was cancelled, actually bringing out the leg of INEC, who refused to present a single witness in defense of their declaration. So what happened? Now let's look at the Electoral Act as amended 2022. Electoral Act section 51, from subsection 1 to subsection 4. I'm going to be reading it out for you guys so that you guys will know what we are dealing with. So I will just read it out for you guys to know. So Electoral Act 51, it said, subsection 1, it said, no voter shall vote for more than one candidate or record more than one vote in favor of any candidate at any one election. Then subsection 2, it says, where the number of votes cast at an election in any polling unit exceed the number of accredited voters in that polling unit, the presiding officer should cancel the result of the election in that polling unit. Then subsection 3 says, where the result of an election is cancelled in accordance with subsection 2, there shall be no return for the election until another poll has been taking place in that affected polling unit. The subsection 4 says, notwithstanding the provision of subsection 2 and 3, the commission may, if satisfied that the result of the election will not substantially be affected by voting in that area where the election is cancelled, direct that a return of election be made. So which means, in excess, what that means is that anywhere there is an overvoting in any polling unit, what is supposed to be done is that that result be cancelled. That result, and in that particular polling unit, like I said before, it was actually for the favor of PDP. The overvoting was in the favor of PDP. So it doesn't matter, irrespective of whose favor, that result was supposed to be cancelled, not to be counted or added to the number of votes that was casted. And again, the presiding officer has a job to do. So in a process where you cancel a result from a polling unit, that result needs not to be uploaded in the BVAS or in the IREV. So what should happen is there is also a process you go over to declare a result from a polling unit be cancelled. For example, a result like from EC8A, where a polling unit result is being cancelled, from EC8A need not to be filled. So what you fill and you upload in the IREV is the form EC40G. The form EC40G is what the presiding officer in that polling unit was supposed to fill and upload, so that everybody seeing it will know that the result from that polling unit was being cancelled. But the presiding officer, maybe because of their quick ringing, their quick manipulation, forgot to cancel, to fill the form EC40G to show that that result from the polling unit was cancelled. So which means it did not fill that result, which automatically means that that result was not cancelled. Which means that result was not cancelled, because that form was not filled. The form that is still seen is the form EC8A that is still seen. So that is the problem, and the consequences of that is that it further helps the case of PDP, in the sense that PDP are complaining that there was an overvoting in the 133 polling unit in the election. In the 133 polling unit, he said there was an overvoting overall. And in the fight of the case, the Aswe Igodao Council and the People's Democratic Party, their council, has succeeded in providing 19 weaknesses from different polling units to substantiate their claim. And imagine when 19 weaknesses from different polling units are saying that there was an overvoting, there was irregularities in, let's say, in 19 different polling units, and one weakness from the defense is coming to say there was an overvoting in just one polling unit. You see that the Okpebholo, the second responder, they have no case. You can see that there was no case. Because if the PDP are saying in the 133 polling unit there was an overvoting overall, and they have been able to prove their case by evidences of oral witness and evidences of the BVAS materials and everything, the result, original result, the fake result from INEC, they have been able to prove their case. And only one weakness is being provided, and that same weakness admitted to their claim that there was an overvoting. It doesn't matter whose favor is the overvoting, that result ought to be cancelled. But INEC, who failed to produce a single weakness, who declared Okpebholo as the winner, they knew that if they provide any weakness, they are going to fall, they are going to just destroy the institution totally. So they avoided the shame. And now the second respondent provided a weakness, and that weakness is dragging INEC out from their hiding place, saying that there was an overvoting, and the presiding officer failed to fill the form EC40G to declare that in that particular polling unit it was actually cancelled. But in the IREV, it was not cancelled. It was not cancelled. It was actually calculated. So you can see that when the APC, they are coming out and their counsel, many of their lawyers are coming out explaining nonsense. They are explaining they are ignorant. They don't even understand the hole that they have just put themselves. So today we will be seeing the APC, the third respondent, defending their manipulations. Let's see what will happen today. And I can tell you from the very first witness, if they have any that they will call, is going to just bring a further disgrace. In a case where INEC would declare Okpebholo as the winner could not provide a single witness, then the people that have been declared the winner, or the party that has the candidate that is being declared the winner, are providing witness. How can you defend yourself when you did not declare yourself the winner? How can you defend yourself? Have you asked that question? You did not declare yourself the winner. You did not have the capacity. And again, INEC is the only institution that have the capacity to declare that in a polling unit, the election was actually cancelled, or the result was actually cancelled, but they failed to admit to it. Then you that were declared the winner by INEC, you want to defend yourself how? So see you guys later. Thank you.